So right after I got this guy, he's a convicted felon, right? He came over here to have a place to stay or something, right? His name is Rodney Palmer. Rodney Palmer. He wound up doing drugs. I had to kick him out and keep him from hanging out over here. And so he got mad and he started taking our stuff. He thought everything over here is my things, but not everything over here is my things. And he wound up stealing two other people's things that were here besides mine. And so I made a big deal about it, right? And then 1:30 in the morning, he comes showing up at my house. After I kicked him out, called the cops on him and all this, right? Cops won't do nothing to him. They won't. They want you to come downtown and sign some things when they should be doing that in your front yard, right? Signing arrest warrants and all that. That's the way they do it in other states. I don't know why they do it here in Alabama. They make you get up and go. Like, we got time to go downtown and do that stuff. But anyway, I say a couple of weeks after that happened, they park a sheriff vehicle. Oh, and he lives there now on Devonshire, right over there. And so what's weird about that is sheriffs just don't pop up out of nowhere and live in a house, right? It's like all of a sudden there's a house over there and the sheriff has to live there. And he parks his car backwards, right? Why are sheriffs parking their cars backwards in a driveway? So you can't see their tag, right? So that leads me to believe the sheriff over here on Devonshire is a gang stalker. He uses people like Rodney Palmer to come mess with other people, right? Because they won't bust him. It don't matter how much he steals things or what he does, they won't bust him. I already had to shoot at him once because he came back at 1:30 in the morning, and I'm pretty sure he tried to break in a motor coach. So I got the laser on him, right? And then he decided to leave, and I shot around at the ground, right near him, right. And then when I got up out of the bus, I was like, "What in the world is going on?" I went and looked around the corner, and the cops are sitting right there. Even after I shot a round, right? Even after I shot a round at his ass, the cop didn't do nothing. I got in my car, and the cop did like a 360 in the road and went and traveled back that way, like he was doing some. I know he's doing dirty business. So I got in the car and I started driving towards him. Like, what are y'all doing here? You know, I was freaking out, man. I was really pissed off because I was asleep, and they come and woke me up like that. And I know they're like trying to find drugs, or either they're trying to say that I have drugs when I don't have nothing to do with drugs or deal them or anything. But it's funny how gang stalkers do that, right? So the reason why I call them gang stalkers is because I've been gang stalked for 10 years. For like 10 years. So when you get gang stalked that much, you can easily tell who the gang stalkers are or are not. And in Montgomery, Alabama, you're full of gang stalkers. I wouldn't have a family here or nothing. That's their whole point. Don't have a family here because you'll get gang stalked, right? By the Freemasons, the feds, or these are the criminal part. I ain't talking about the good Freemasons and all the good feds and good CIA agents. I'm talking about these evil little bastards that get off on gang stalking. I'll never commit suicide because I know who Jesus is, and I follow what Jesus does and things like that. And I love Jesus, right? I just love Jesus 100%. So there's no way you're going to get me to commit suicide or anything like that. Even if you take everything away from me, I've had everything taken away from me like 3 times over in my life. So, and I've gotten down to the point where everything got taken away from me, right, and ended up back at my parents' house 3 times, about 3 times. So that's what it's like to be gang stalked. You got people who rob you, and it's constant. It's always going on, and that's my whole life really here in Montgomery. Montgomery's never done me any favors. Montgomery's never been good to me ever. I don't like Montgomery. There's this deep down hatred, but I don't let it show. I don't like Montgomery whatsoever. On my approval rating of Montgomery from 1 to 100, I give Montgomery a 10. Just 10. All right. So I'm just trying to tell you that that's all there is in Montgomery is a bunch of gang stalking. That's why people go around shooting each other all the time, and it's a never-ending cycle here in Montgomery. Because you know why? If you don't understand this, I know people think you're crazy for saying things like this, but it's actually 100% true. They just don't want you to know this is going on. Everybody here in Montgomery, Alabama has been placed under MK Ultra. As long as there's a military base connected to Montgomery, you're under surveillance and MK Ultra and gang stalking 100% all the time. That's my professional quote on that, okay? And plus, Montgomery lives under 10 demons, fallen angel demons. Look at the logo. Look at Montgomery's logo. And look at the stars. People don't see, if you don't read your Bible, you won't know this. Stars mean fallen angels. And a fallen angel is a demon, right? So Montgomery's controlled by 10 fallen angels from the heavens. So go look that up. If you want to move to Montgomery, get gang stalked and your things robbed, and the police will turn your friends on you and all that, go ahead. Come to Montgomery. Get gang stalked, and that's why Montgomery looks the way it does, and it's like a failed county, because people here, a lot of people here are retarded, and that's what the police love. That they'll get the most retarded people and use them to gang stalk you.